So F1 driver Valtteri Bottas just went viral announcing a Cadillac seat inspection. Influencer marketing can create marketing gold for brands without the brand being front and center of it. So Valtteri Bottas was on TikTok looking at a Cadillac car and like asking about like what he thinks about the seat. So now people are like questioning like, wait, is this a seat announcement or isn't it? And so he's getting that attention before he would actually, be in the seat, but starting to kind of lay the groundwork now for a potential announcement later. I will say that if it doesn't work out, if he doesn't actually get the seat, it will be super awkward for this to even have happened. But I assume that, the company is coordinating with him, especially because F1 had a very famous case of a driver and the car company not being in agreement about what was going to happen with one of the seats. I was talking about when Alpine went ahead and made the announcement that their reserve driver, Oscar Piastri, was going to be joining them for 2022. And Oscar Piastri basically came out with a tweet that went viral saying it appears that Alpine made an announcement without notifying me, and ultimately saying I will not be driving for Alpine, which ended up being super awkward for Alpine because people are like, wait, why would you make this announcement without talking to your driver? This is one of those ways that influencer marketing really works, is that you allow the influencer to do the announcement in a way that is natural to them, and that you're not just talking about your brand, right? Like no one was really going to care about Cadillac necessarily. It's more about the fact that Bottas might get a seat, and he has kind of cultivated enough of his own brand and fans to be able to announce it in a way that people care about that, where it's like people want him to get a seat. And so he's leaving these like little Easter eggs for like people. And so it makes people more excited to talk about it.
Yeah. I
And
think
then,
a big thing too, sorry, I just wanted to
no,
I
no.
very much agree. I just also wanted to add, the really important thing here is that he has the ownership
Mhm.
of that. In athlete marketing or even just creator marketing, right, more broadly, it's a really important thing is to give that creator or athlete a strong sense of ownership,
Yeah.
where even though you, the brand, are giving the dollars, right? Like it's for your product. It's hard not to think of, yeah, talk about my product, like do
Mhm.
it in this way. Like, that's of course very understandable, but I think in these successful moments, we see that it's because the brand is putting that in the hands of the star, so
Mhm.
to speak.
Yeah.
Where like now
Totally.
he gets to talk about his seat,
Mhm.
right? Where it's not so much of like, oh, and then this is why this brand is so great. Like that can come later when it makes sense or
Yeah.
when it's earned in that way,
Yeah. I honestly think that this created a lot more buzz than if they had just announced that he is their driver for, the 2026 season. This kind of like made people have to like guess and like talk about the fact that we're guessing like, wait, is this the announcement or isn't it? It's funny, he got to like use his natural humor to like talk about the seat and like being in F1 again versus having it be like a stale corporate message, which seems to be a lot of what happens when you let corporations and the legal team tell you what to say,
Hmm.
so this was like him being able to talk about it in that way. And one of the things that I kind of want to call out too is that he's kind of been building this up since he left Mercedes. Like when he was in Mercedes, he didn't get to like joke around as much and have as much of a personality. And so I remember he basically got like an Australian mullet. And so he really took on this persona of having like the mullet with like bleach blonde hair and being like a surfer and like this whole thing. So that's kind of become part of like his personality and like what has built up his brand. So the fact that he's kind of able to take this on to now to like Cadillac, which is like an American brand, which is going to need, a lot of attention because they're going to be brand new. This is allowing them to kind of build up the attention in a longer format than if they kind of just, made the announcement now.